Okay, sorry folks, technical difficulties. I've been having a lot of them lately. Anyway, this is audap, and let's check out Hitchhiker, a mystery game on PlayStation 4, although we are running on the PlayStation 5, and this game is also available on Nintendo Switch. Let's see if my connection can stay up though. I would normally cover the Switch version of this game, but I am trying to give the PlayStation side a little bit more love. Although lately, with the news out of Sony, I'm becoming less and less enamored with the Sony ecosystem. Unfortunately, the Xbox ecosystem is nowhere near as robust. So, like, there are a lot of games which I just can't get on that ecosystem, which do exist on Nintendo and a subset of Sony stuff. Take a look at our settings, and not much here. Yeah, let's get started. Well, is that me? Vern Woodson. Yeah, definitely has a nice look to it. Certainly better than that High game that we played. To play, look around, interact, and cancel. Okay. Look around. What is it? Yes. Where are we going? A backpack. Got a toothbrush. But no toothpaste, oddly. Chewing tobacco. Chewing tobacco. Bye, son.
So, where are you headed?
I don't know.
Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin? They're from my farm.
Box of raisins? Sure, thanks. Oh, they're just regular raisins or they're chocolate covered? Oh, there's regular raisins. Uh-oh.
Guess those things don't agree with you yet. Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth. You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real?
Yes, please enlighten me.
Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together.
Do they?
Obvious bug in the program there, right? Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later. Assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself. Sitting in this car, talking to me, like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were.
Oh no, not me.
But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most,
I can't remember a damn thing.
all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box.
I mean, your raisins aren't that good. What are you trying to remember?
My wife.
Uh-huh.
She's dead now,
Oh.
but you probably guessed that.
Is your wife a raisin?
Thanks. But you don't look like you're doing so well yourself.
What makes you say that?
Takes one to know one, right?
I mean, not really.
I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air.
Sometimes in the ass. What do you think I'm grieving over?
Young guy like you, I wouldn't have a clue.
So, what do you remember about her?
My wife?
Yeah,
If I'm
not
totally
mine.
honest with you, I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember everything about her. Just not her face.
Didn't we go down this road?
Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair.
Still, you think you'd remember your own wife.
Well, it's not as easy as you think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes?
Raisin colored?
Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up.
Oh,
people
they
are just
changed
waiting
them.
until it's their turn to talk.
That's hilarious.
Hey, kid. Do me a favor and crack the window, would you?
Matchbook? What? Help. 53055-0743.
What you got there? Just a matchbook, huh? I figured it must have been something important. Because the window is still closed. That's better. Now, where were we?
You think of a lot of hitchhikers?
Yeah, fair number. But after a while, you start seeing the same few archetypes over and over. You got the numbnuts Kerouac fans. You got your autodidact blowhards. They'll talk your ears off. You got a lot of people from Cincinnati for some reason. You got your deadheads trying to get to some concert someplace. And then there's the water bottle person, always worrying that they're going to run out of water before they get where they're going. Still, you're the first hitcher I ever picked up who doesn't have a destination. Copernicus.
Oh, well, I'm from Cincinnati.
Oh, is that right? I hear they're renovating the zoo this summer.
There's no zoo there.
You know, when I was a kid, my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
It's not very catchy.
Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of balach bread.
Catch you on.
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older's funny. It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better.
Sounds like a mixed blessing.
You got that right, kid. Let me tell you, getting old is no picnic.
Did she work on the farm with you?
Yeah. We used to have a strict division of labor back when we worked together. She would raise the grape from the time it appeared on the vine, and I'd step in as soon as it was time to start drying them. Our customers used to have fun with that. I'm the dry one, they'd say. Grapes attract a certain kind of person. A person who likes to tell jokes.
We are going in a big
Wine
circle.
enthusiasts, tourists, people who like to talk. There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
It's nice that you keep it with you on the road.
It's a nice photo. The photographer caught a certain look, an expression she used to have, like she could see something barely out of sight for the rest of us. Here, pop open the glove box and I'll show you what I mean.
Probably gonna regret this, huh? Oh, well, let's do it.
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Who's this woman then?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you?
It's in your glove box, not mine.
Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
Who do you think the woman is?
What woman?
The woman in the photo.
Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. What's that black thing in the glove box, anyway?
What?
See anything interesting there?
Just a boring field.
Yep. Not much to see around here. Pretty flat until we hit North Bend.
Almanac. Tap driver to continue the conversation. I have an option of not continuing the conversation? Yeah, let's continue. And Vern?
Say, want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance? He couldn't get a date.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Hey, that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour. Here's our first riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see.
Find the correct object or use the radio to get help. Kinda don't remember what the riddle was. What was the riddle?
Need some help?
Could you repeat the riddle?
I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see.
Well, that doesn't sound like a raisin. I only got things, so many things I can poke at. I fly. Yeah, we are going in a big circle. Hilarious. I need a hint.
Need some help?
Yeah, well,
We're looking for something fluffy.
looking for something fluffy. Flies and has no wings. I have no idea.
Need some help?
Yeah.
Something large and fluffy on the horizon. Very good. Here's our next one. A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound.
What am I? Oh, what am I?
Need some help? Think metal teeth that open and shut.
Well, that's somewhere around here? What? Metal teeth open and shut. I don't see anything out here. What the hell, man?
Need some help? The answer is right between your feet. Very good.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Having fun? Want to keep going?
Not really.
Okay, let's go to our final riddle then. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene. Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since.
What are you lying about?
Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see. She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
What's going on here?
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over.
You did something to her, didn't you? I'll turn the radio back on. I'll talk to Darlene.
Riddle hour has now ended. I've helped you all I can this time. So long, Copernicus.
Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you.
Don't you lie all the time? Protect me from whom?
From yourself. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you.
What do you mean?
You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything.
Why would I do that?
Let's not kid ourselves. You don't seem like a guy who wants to remember.
Remember what?
Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt.
Why should I believe your lies?
Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing.
We've met before.
Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact.
Alright, let's start from the beginning again.
Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country.
Why don't you share with me from the start?
Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road.
Why should I be afraid of the truth?
Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender?
A cocktail?
Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all.
Never saw that movie.
I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, she got the x-rays, and she knew. She decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious.
There, in the glove box?
Stayed closed until today, till you came along.
You're making a mistake locking your feelings away.
And that's what you liked about me when we met, when you came to take those photos. You said you admired my fortitude. I had to look up at least one of those words in the dictionary.
That?
Turns out that you just meant my not feeling every little thing that's gone wrong with me. Well, that's life as a raisin farmer. We're not known for live casting our power ballots. Each raisin is a little setback that you've learned to live with. You don't dwell on it or try too hard to remember.
Is that all you're protecting me from? Disappointment?
I wish it was that simple, kid.
What else then? Oh,
Hey,
there's somebody
Chief,
back there?
why don't you have a look here? He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. I guess he's part of what you're running from.
That's what I figured. Was he there the whole ride?
Not sure. You can't
No.
see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures.
Look, what's happening here?
Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met.
Okay, tell me about the second time then.
That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there.
Take me where?
It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute. But close the window. You don't want to have it open where we're headed.
Can we continue the conversation? I don't really want to. I will say it's pretty intriguing. I mean, it's well written and well acted. It's definitely out there. I mean, it's exactly the kind of game that I have on this channel. The weird shit.
A man travels along a road until he reaches a gate at the top of a hill. The road has been long and straight so far, and the going has been easy. But now the man can't go any further, so he takes a seat by the road to rest. The man waits, and after a length of time that seems neither short nor long, the gate opens, and a guard appears.
Ask guard for entry.
The man asks the guard for entry, but the guard says he cannot let him enter at the moment. The man thinks for a second and asks if he will be allowed through later. It is possible, says the guard, but not now.
Look through the gate.
The gate now stands slightly open, and the man tries to look through it longingly. His journey has been easy so far, and he misses the feeling of the open road. The guard notices and laughs. Even if you could gain entry, there are many gatekeepers after me. Some are much stronger than me, and I'm afraid to look upon them. So there the man waits, for days, months, years, waiting to enter. One day, when he's given up hope of entering, a single question occurs to him, one he has not thought of before. Why, he wonders aloud, are there no other travelers along this road? All these years, no one but myself has waited in front of this gate. The answer to this question comes from a voice near his shoulder.
Rah!
It is you who made this gate, says a bird perched nearby. So it exists for no one but you. But why? Asks the traveler. Why would I choose to stop here?
Feed the bird.
The bird answers after hungrily eating a crust of bread from the man's hand. After this point, the road becomes less straight. It splinters like the tree in which I live, splitting into dozens, hundreds of branches. The path becomes impossibly narrow and frail, and crowded with the view of other paths one could have taken. There's only one point ahead on the road where all paths converge, where all points join, where the light shines through skin and through lies. But it's never been reached by one of your kind, a traveler who walks on feet. Shoo! Cries the guard, chasing the bird away. Don't listen to his nonsense. Having said this, he takes a seat next to the traveler, but not before closing the gate forever. So when you think about it, who knows how long we've been sitting here, just like this, on this road. Take it from me. It's better to face things with, what's it called again? Fortitude. Better not to feel too much. Want a raisin?
Nah.
You sure? You just need to get used to them. Life is like a box of raisins. That's some Forrest Gump type wisdom for you right there. Here, I'll leave the box open for you. Help yourself.
Oh, I can't.
Look, hooded crows all along this road. I have to chase these for my farm every harvest.
Are they gonna guide us? Can I jab this toothbrush into his eye?
They look hungry. Didn't get much peck out of this last harvest.
Should I feed him a raisin?
You don't want to do that, kid. These birds are unpredictable. There's no telling what they'll do once they start swarming. Get enough of these crows together and it's big trouble. You're making a mistake, kid. You don't know where they're taking you. Look, I'll help you. I'll help you figure out what happened when she came back from Europe.
No way. You've sworn to deceive me.
Look, I get that you're mad, and I don't blame you. But you don't know what's out there, kid. What other drivers on this road are like. Stay with me, and things will play a whole lot safer.
No way. I want to know the truth.
All right, I guess you made your choice. Don't blame me for what happens next. Now you've done it. They've taken control of the car.
How do crows take control of a car? Oh, I can't pick the bottom one. That's hilarious.
I don't know, Copernicus. Why don't you ask them?
Looks oddly familiar.
We're at my farm, Copernicus. I had a funny feeling the moment you looked through those binoculars.
What do they want?
Well, they're pulling us around in circles. They're afraid of the scarecrows I put up here last summer. They want to take you, I suppose, to that windmill in the middle.
Rotate the scarecrows away from the crows. How do I do that? More raisins?
You need to rotate the scarecrows. See if you can find something in this car that might do the trick.
I really don't get it. Use the window crack.
That's it, kid. Now, more of the same. almost there. That's it, kid. I think it's for you.
What is it?
They have a way of leaving gifts once you've fed them. Often something shiny, or a piece of string.
The crows, they're helping me remember. Is that really a girl?
I'm going away for 2 months. I'll be back before you know it. It's practically a cliche. Going to Europe to have new experiences, and yeah, it's corny. But maybe find myself.
I guess I'm just worried that you'll find yourself but lose me along the way.
I'll be back before you know it. Promise. Here's a security deposit.
What a weird box. Did you win this at the circus?
It's great, right? I'll send you something special from Europe to put inside, so you know I'm thinking of you. And then we have our road trip together when I get back. You won't miss me anyway. You have plenty to keep you busy, like that job in California. The story about the
vanishing grape farmers. You're right. I'm worrying too much. I love it. Does it lock?
In some other world, it must, but not here. Okay, trade you a memory box for your Polaroid. Say cheese.
Well, now that you know how it started, it doesn't make the next step any easier, does it?
All I know is that the woman foe's in trouble. I need to find her.
Listen, I disapprove of just about every choice you've made on this trip. But I like you, kid, and I can see you've made up your mind. If you want to find your girlfriend, if you want to find out what happened, if you really want to go there, you've got to find that box.
Okay, but how? It could be anywhere.
I don't know, kid. But find that box and the key. Open the box before it's too late. Well, this is where I say goodbye. Unless you want to help transport 4 bushels across. Nah. Just remember, there are many more gates ahead and many more guards. I'm pretty much the friendly drunken uncle of the bunch. Well, good luck to you, kid. Oh, one more thing.
What is it?
What did the grape say when he got run over by the car?
No idea.
Nothing. He just gave a little whine. Good luck with your search.
Weird, huh? Boy, this game is out there, out there. Ride 1, ride 2. Oh, well, he looks friendly. I'm sure nothing bad will happen with this guy.
It's the second house on the right here. No, wait, the third.
Don't you remember where it is? I thought you spent your whole childhood here.
Do you know what put us on top of the food chain? Do you know? And please don't say opposable thumbs. Plenty of animals have those. Possums, koalas, something called the waxy monkey leaf frog. They're nothing special. Forget about thumbs, okay? Memory is what put us here. So many of our dreams are set in the places where we used to live. We want to see them, visit them again. There should be a rule, a kind of social convention. The old apartment rule works like this. We can show up any place we used to live and simply explain, oh, I used to live here. There's nothing strange about it. The people who live there just throw open their doors and invite us in to have a look around. So we can go back home again. So we can be whole. Hey, are you keeping an eye out? Oh dear. I didn't mean to put you to sleep with my talking.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
We're looking for Asper Street. At least it used to be called that. The problem is that a few years ago they rearranged all the letters of the street signs in this neighborhood. Very impractical. I didn't catch your name. I'm Hops.
Hops? Really?
Yes, that's what everyone calls me. Calls me.
I can't exactly read this. Traffic jams expected over Labor Day weekend. Mankado's news. Lawmaker sworn in. Seattle woman 29 seriously injured in crash. Power outages. Spur protests. Classified movie guide.
Everyone except my students, of course. No, just a second. Let's find this Asper Street, please, before we begin our inquiries. Like I say, they might have rearranged the letters a bit.
Remember, the letters might be jumbled up. Customer reports. Best fax machines of 1992. I see you. Panops, I care. Save the whales. Green leaves. Starlight Motel. Oh boy, the Starlight. Wasn't that one Psycho? Lula, dearest. Greetings from Spokane. I'm visiting for a lecture. Wish you were here. My hotel room is shaped like this. Your friend Hops. Lola Montez. P.O. Box 7331. Olympia, Washington 98507. Save the dolphins. Still have my stuff from the last one. Mondale Ferraro. Oh boy. All right, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Hitchhiker, a mystery game on PlayStation 4, although we are running on a PlayStation 5. And again, this game is also available on Nintendo Switch. It certainly is interesting. This is a narrative game, so not necessarily a game, but more of a narrative exercise, like a visual novel. If you consider visual novel games, then this is a game as well. Yeah, I find it really fascinating. I think it's just good that they chose this format because it is such a very complex story. I think other developers would have tried to make this more video gamey, therefore hurting the narrative. And here they just said, well, you know what? We'll just have a narrative, and we'll do a couple things here and there that are video game-ish, but nothing that delves into the realm of like traditional classic gameplay. I think the voice acting is really done well. All the music and cues are really done well as well. And overall, it has kind of a nice creepy vibe to it, and along with these like sort of peaceful, bright visuals. So I think this is something that if you like visual novels, if you just care about an interesting story and don't necessarily care if there's like a lot of gameplay, then this could be for you. I'm one of those people too. If there's a really good story, then just give me a good story. You know, don't worry about trying to wrap some game around which isn't fun. Then attach it to your story, which might be interesting. So yeah, I could definitely suggest it to people who are okay with. I guess this is a riding sim, since we're not really walking. And again, I don't consider that a insult to a game. I think those are perfectly valid games, and this is one of those perfectly valid games that I think people should try out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.